Hello. I would like to start off by introducing myself. My name is Cheryl Doss, and I'm doing a persuasive speech on why people don't vote and why people should vote. The purpose of this is to persuade everyone in the United States to vote. And my specific purpose, by the end of my speech, my audience will understand why it is important for all American citizens to exercise their right to vote, their rights to voting. Now, first of all, a lot of people, meaning women, African Americans, and poor, period, fought for the right to vote. And certainly their descendants should want to exercise the right to vote. We must accept and realize that the United States does not have a high voting turnout. The time for complaining and not doing anything is over. Action must be taken. I did my research on this. This was from the reasons why people should vote. Taking responsibility for our actions must be demanded. Muscles must be flexed. Power must be exercised. And ballots must be cast. While we value voting as an important part of our society, we do not value it enough to vote. The reason being, people do not believe their vote matters and it will not count anyway. That came from my research on the top reasons why people should vote. While researching, it was brought to my attention how many people do not exercise the right to vote. More voters need to understand it's negligent at best and derelict at worst to elect an official for office and not back him while he is in office. Today, I would like to invite you to listen to the need and benefits of voting and how it affects us when we don't. First of all, I would like to show you a chart that I made up on voting. First of all, as you see here, oh my goodness, as we see here, my chart shows you that the registered voters are your first one. We have a little under 200 million people registered to vote, and the people that vote are 131 million, or less, or a little more than 131 million. Now that, I think, speaks a lot for itself. So see, first of all, let me explain the importance of voting. For starters, it is a fundamental right and moral obligation of every U.S. citizen to have a say as to who will lead our country, our state, and our city. Second, voting ensures that our opinion is heard. Third, voting ensures the say for the future. And fourth, voting ensures the correct message is getting to the right people. And fifth, voting ensures that the government is performing and doing as he or she says they will do for the good of the country. I used to think that voting was not important, and my one little small suggestion on how I felt was not important. Started noticing that I had no connection with politics. I always failed when it came to providing an intelligent conversation. When the talk turned to politics, now I work for the Board of Elections in my city, and I realize how important it is to get out here and help make some positive changes in our city, state, and country and make a difference. I now realize that this is the fundamental right and obligation of every citizen to put his or her say as to who, what, and how they run the country. We have the right to, we have to start putting value on our opinion and let it stand out and be heard. Voting ensures that our opinion is taken into account and we have the say in the future of our country itself and the shaping of the generalization hereafter. We need to make sure the correct messages is getting to our government. It is a responsibility of every citizen to make sure the government is performing, and it is responsibility for the government to do a good job in performing for the nation and its people. That research was done on reasons why people should vote. This is an effortless task. We should not take the right to vote for granted. We need to work hard at appreciating the power of voting, because this is a right to expressing our opinion about how we want to vote. Voting is right. Is a right that a lot of people fought and died for. All those who think and feel that voting is a waste of time and the task is too big and cannot fit into our everyday schedule needs to think again. It is so many more things that we do every day that take up much, much more of our time and a whole lot of effort. Voting is one of the easiest things to do, so there would be no excuse to completing this task. Stop taking the right to vote for granted and stand up and be heard. Show your appreciation for having this right. Show your appreciation for having this right. I once again say that. In closing, it is easy to see why we should take advantage of our right to vote. If you don't vote, you are giving up the right to object on anything the city, state, or country is saying and the way it is being run. And I would like to leave you with a final thought. Everyone likes to whine about the government, so why give that up? Thank you.